Hello, I'm David Chastain with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news of a remarkable Kiwi win in Australia. But we start today with news that stock markets are surging higher. Wall Street's Nasdaq index is up over 6,000 for the first time, and the Dow registered triple-digit gains. Strong earnings underscored the health of corporate America. Meanwhile, American consumer confidence fell from a 16-year high in April, but a surge in new home sales to an 8-month high in March reinforced the underlying strength of their economy and reversing an apparent sharp slowdown in the March quarter. The median price of a new-built home in the US is $455,000. But house prices generally are on the way up in the US. The latest review shows a 5.9% gain year on year. And in a sign of fraying relations between the US and Canada, the American government has imposed special duties on Canadian softwood exports to the US of up to 24%. The Canadians have blocked most dairy imports from the US. The duties involve more than $1 billion. Trade lobbying in Washington can now pay off with unexpected protections. This is a trade policy by lobbyists and follows a renewed focus on steel imports from China. China's government bond yields hit their highest level in 20 months, the latest sign of stress in the country's markets, as officials crank up their rhetoric about containing credit growth and financial risks. But a new report out shows just how fast credit has grown there and how much more it is expected to grow. It is currently at $1.25 trillion and is expected to grow rapidly and double by 2020, just 30 months away. Now that's a real credit bubble. And rising defaults in China are unearthing hidden debt in companies across the country. Riding the coattails of this frenzy has been HNA Group, the company ANZ has agreed to sell UDC to. But major questions are being asked about how they grew so fast, and they are now being drawn into an unwelcome spotlight in China. Credit rating agencies have already panned the UDC move. Whether HNA is a fit and proper owner for a major New Zealand financial institution is now up to our regulators. UDC depositors will be sweating the decision. In Australia, we win again. First the Bledisloe Cup, then the Chapel Hadley Trophy, and now New Zealand has taken out the title of Australia's most reputable company. Air New Zealand has grabbed the #1 spot on the annual reputation index produced by the research group AMR. Our national carrier, which jumped from its 6th place ranking last year, beat out the retail giant JB Hi-Fi, the car company Toyota, and Australia's flag carrier Qantas for the top spot. It is highly unusual for a clearly overseas company to take a spot on that list of most reputable companies. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield is back up today and now at 2.34%. Rates may be rising, but their risk premiums are falling. And overnight, we had a remarkable fall in CDS spreads for sovereign French debt. Investors are betting big that Marine Le Pen has no show in round 2 in that French election and that France will reaffirm its EU membership strongly. Oil prices are holding low at now just over $49.50 for the US benchmark, while the Brent benchmark is now just on $52 a barrel. The gold price is sharply lower, down $22 and now at $1,263 an ounce. And the New Zealand dollar is also sharply lower today at 69.5 US cents. On the cross rates, the Kiwi dollar is at 92.2 Aussie cents, and against the euro at 63.5 euro cents. The TWI is just on 74.1, which is actually a 9-month low. I'm David Chastain. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.